He's an asshole, man. That dude's an asshole and he knows it.
From the mean streets of Brooklyn to the rough neighborhoods in Boise, Idaho, we now present the Goonberg Report. Hey, this is Mayor Goonberg with the Goonberg Report. And right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a little video for you guys before we get on our topic. That way I'm going to set a little backdrop. So let me look at the mountains of Boise and I'll play this video real quick. Hold on.
All the information we have about how you be with a mate off television. It's the only medium that shows us anybody being together. Those rules have no. The white woman's liberation movement, we don't have anything to do with that. We have not been under the control of the black man for over 500 years, so what do we have to get liberated from them from? They haven't been our boss. That's the white woman and her man. They're going, that's their business. We don't have any business being in that. They only introduced it to break down the civil rights movement. Civil rights movement started with the black man, the black woman, and the black child standing together, trying to plead for freedom, justice, and equality, and more benefits in the country that they had to have built. They threw the white woman in there with the women's liberation movement and made it a woman against man thing. That created a big separation between black men and black women, because then everybody started going for self.
Okay there, you saw the video by Ms. Ali. And what she told you is the truth. Unfortunately, the civil rights movement was derailed because feminists played the card. Now here's the point I'm making. Feminists had a hand in it. The government had a huge hand in it. And the black woman, she made her decision. But now she can't own up to that decision, nor does she want to be the bearer of that decision. See, accountability and responsibility is not for a people or a group or a set of persons who were never given anything to be responsible for. If you're given everything for free, what are you responsible for? That's like if somebody keeps stealing and stealing and stealing, they think they get away with it. So the minute they get caught, they're like, what'd I do? But at the end of the day, you can't talk about this in the black community because black women, and look, before you go on to your little tangents about how white people do this or not all black women, if that's your argument against me, this video is not for you. Go sit back at the little kids table like you do at Thanksgiving. This is for grown adults who can understand, comprehend, and decipher the knowledge and the material given to you. Now, you see on this picture here, it was 60s black power, and they're trying to describe this had nothing to do with you. But now, you see the feminist, get out of that kitchen, do this, do that. And like Ms. Ali said, what were we controlling you for? From slavery up until the 60s, black men and black women worked together. Even Hoover, either Hoover or one of the FBI heads, I want to say it was Hoover more than anything. Even Hoover said that during the day, the black people unifying was a terror threat to them. Because you want to know why? It showed that we didn't need to live off the government. And truth be told, black people were the true quote-unquote preppers if you look at it that way. Remember the black towns and the black Wall Streets? And it wasn't just Tulsa. There's lots of many successful black neighborhoods in every city. But it showed them we could live off the grid if forced to. But then again, like I said, you give free entitlements, you give free programs, you slide the feminist in there. And the bad thing about it, the feminism, it worked for the white chicks that used it. You want to know why? Because they never left their husbands. But the black chicks left their husbands. The black chicks left the family unit. And like I said, these are undeniable facts. I don't know why a lot of you want to argue, cry, bitch, and moan. This happened. I'm not going to say like, hey, it didn't happen. It happened. I mean, you guys want to run around crying, whining, but like I said, this definitely happened. The fact of the matter is, black women are not accountable for this. And whenever gentlemen like myself do this, you guys want to get up there, bitch, moan, whine, and cry. But it's all right for these no-good hustlers to throw us under the bus during the 80s and 90s and into the 2000s during the talk show era, saying all black men were in jail or all black men were gay, when stats are shown, and it had to be under a Republican president has to show these stats, that the stats are false. It didn't happen under your black president, who you voted for, who you guys tap danced for. It's happening under Trump right now. So if you look at this video and you listen to the video inside this video, what can you dispute? What can you argue over? You can get your feelings. I'm not gonna say you can't, but I'm saying, what type of argument do you have against me? You gonna say not everyone? Well, no kidding. You know, the sun comes up and the sun goes down. I mean, what's up with that breaking news? But if you can't understand this principle, this is over your head and below your feet as it passes you by. Goomberg is out.